In this video we are going to see about pivot in SQL Server. There are several ways to transpose rows into columns. SQL Pivot is one of the techniques that allows the transposing of rows to columns and performs possible aggregations along the way. Now I'm going to create one demo table for pivot. A demo pivot table was created, and I am going to insert some values into it. In most cases, the static pivoting technique suffices for the business requirement. For example, the monthly sales forecast, yearly sales split, quarterly sales aggregation, etc., where the in-clause columns remain static. This operator is used to rotate table-valued expressions. It converts data from rows to columns. It splits the unique values from one column into many columns and then aggregates the remaining column values required for the final result. Data inserted into demo pivot table successfully. We must follow the following steps to create a pivot table. Select the base dataset for pivoting. Create temporary results with the help of a derived table, or common table expression. Make use of the pivot operator. If we break this script, we can see that it has two separate sections. The first section selects data from the main table, and the second section determines how the pivot table will be constructed. The second part also contains some special keywords, such as sum, for, and in. Let us see the meaning of these keywords in the pivot operator. The sum operator is used to aggregate the values from the specified column to be used in the pivot table. We must use it with the pivot operator to get the aggregated column displays for the value sections. For keyword is used for the pivot table statement to instruct the pivot operator on which column the pivot function should be applied. Basically, it indicates the column names that will transform from rows to columns. In keyword lists all the unique values from the pivot column to be displayed as the columns of the pivot table. Again, insert some value in pivot demo table to test some operation. The following statement first selects the year, east, west, north, and south columns as the base data for pivoting. Then, create a temporary result using the derived table, and finally, apply the pivot operator to generate the final output. This output is also ordered in the ascending year. In order to eliminate a null value, we can use isNull operator to replace it with 0. Executing this statement will produce the below output. Here, we can see the calculated sum of east, west, north and south region sales corresponding to the year values. This is another example where we are going to calculate the sum of sales for each year corresponding to the region values. Executing this statement without brackets before each integer value produces an error, because we cannot specify the numeric value as a column name directly. In order to avoid this problem by using the brackets before each integer value. This statement was executed successfully and displays the calculated sum of sales for each year corresponding to the region values. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.